If you start your UPSC Prelims 2027 preparation without watching this video, you will regret next year, because in this video I'm going to decode Prelims 2026 paper. I'm going to help you identify the emerging new trends, new patterns, and I'm going to give you the strategy how you can master them. Guys, any 2027 aspirant must spend some time in analyzing the 2026 paper. Guys, UPSC prelims is changing, and if you do not change your strategy, you will keep making the mistakes and you will keep failing in the prelims examination. So if you have failed in the prelims 2026, this is a must video for you. Please watch this video till the end. My name is Santosh Pandey. I have cracked UPSC prelims examination 6 out of 6 times, scoring one of the highest marks in the prelims examination. You can see some of my scorecards. I have scored very high marks. You can see here 138.66. Okay, 144.66. This is around 30 marks above the cutoff. Okay, so guys, I have the expertise of cracking prelims examination. I have mastered the science and art of cracking prelims examination, and today I'm going to use my expertise to decode 2026 prelims examination. Guys, there is a famous saying that if you do not change, you will go extinct. So if you really want to be relevant for prelims 2027, if you really want to crack, if you really want to compete for 2027 prelims, you need to change your strategy. What should be that change in your strategy? I'm going to explain to you with proper logic. Okay, let us start. So first thing what we need to do is that we need to understand UPSC prelims 2026. Guys, there is a lot of fear about 2026 prelims. The paper was tough. The paper was quite difficult. The paper was random. But why? What is the reason behind this? What is the logical reason behind this? I'm going to explain to you. Guys, in any UPSC prelims paper, there are around 3 kinds of questions. You can distribute the questions, all 100 questions, into 3 buckets. First kind of bucket question is the static questions, which directly come from the NCERT books or the standard books like Lakshmikant. The second bucket of question is the current affairs question, which you get from the magazines or the newspapers. And the third bucket of question is the miscellaneous question like scheme or any random question. Okay, this is a third bucket question. So generally what used to happen, that majority of the questions in the prelims examination used to come from the static, the standard books, the NCERTs, the Lakshmikant and all these kinds of books. And that is why if you had a very strong foundation in the static, you could have cracked prelims very well. But this has changed in the last 2 years. Particularly this has changed in 2026 prelims examination. Guys, I have analyzed the 2026 prelims examination, and out of 100 questions, okay, you can see this, only 30 questions were static questions. Guys, generally there is a myth spread by many mentors, many coaching institutes, that just do the static, do not worry about the current affairs. Okay, just read my current affairs compilation, focus entire energy in the static. Okay, but you can see here, if you do not read the current affairs, if you just read the static, you are only preparing 30% of the syllabus. You are only preparing the 30% of the syllabus, and I will do the analysis of these 30 questions also. You will be shocked. The reason why most aspirant, even hard-working aspirant, they failed in the prelims 2026, the reason is drastic reduction in static question. And even in these 30 questions, what is the distribution? If you see there, you will be shocked. Okay, now guys, there was 60 questions from current affairs and contemporary affairs. Guys, in the last couple of years, the number of questions from the current affairs is increasing drastically. And not only current affairs, they are asking questions from contemporary affairs. What is contemporary affairs? Means questions which are there in news in last 2 years, last 3 years, last 4 years. So they are not only asking current affairs from that year, they are asking questions from last 2-3 years, which is called contemporary affairs. 60% of the paper was from the current affairs. Now think, if you do not read current affairs throughout the year, if you are only reading current affairs by some random compilations at the end of the year, okay, if you are relying everything on current affairs compilation which comes at the end of the year, you are only preparing for 30% of the syllabus, because anyways you cannot prepare for the miscellaneous questions, because miscellaneous questions are random questions which comes every year. They are changing it. Okay, so you cannot prepare for this. But I'll tell you, these questions also, miscellaneous questions, 10 questions, where you can prepare for what is the source of this question. And today I am going to expose to you why people are failing in UPSC prelims examination because of only one mistake they are doing, that is ignoring the current affairs. Guys, most of the aspirants I talk to who are failing in the prelims examination repeatedly, year after year, even after staying in Delhi, even after doing coaching in Delhi, they are failing in the prelims examination. The reason is they ignore current affairs. They are relying on either the monthly magazines or they are relying the yearly compilation, and that is the reason people are failing in the current prelims examination, because of ignoring current affairs, because 60% of the questions were current affairs oriented. And let me tell you, if you see the effort, if you see the time which an aspirant gives to current affairs, it is very less. I'm telling you, maximum what they will do, they will read some monthly magazine maybe for 2-3 hours, or yearly, and at the end of the year they will read some compilation. And that is a major mistake. They are failing in the prelims because 60% of the questions are ignoring. Okay, now let me just show you a shocking revelation. Guys, this static question revelation, you know guys, 20 questions out of this 30 questions were from history. Imagine this. And we all know that history is the toughest part of the entire syllabus. And many aspirants, they don't read history, particularly ancient, medieval, art and culture. No one prepares well. And 20 questions out of 30 questions were from history. Imagine, out of 6 subjects, whether it is polity, economy, geography, history, okay, environment, science and tech, 20 static questions were out of 30 questions were from history. Imagine this. Just calculate, more than 50% of the static questions, more than 50% of the static questions were taken from, okay, history. Imagine this. So if you are reading static and if you are ignoring the history, then obviously you will feel the paper is difficult. And that is what happened to majority of the aspirants. Majority of the aspirants, they ignore ancient India. Majority of the aspirants, they ignore medieval India. Majority of aspirants, they ignore art and culture. And that is the reason they could not crack the prelims examination. That is the reason they found the paper very difficult, because very few questions from polity standard books like Lakshmikant, very few questions from economy standard books, very few questions from environment standard books, very few questions from geography standard book. Only questions which were static came from the standard books where the history, and generally history is so vast, and that is why most of the aspirants struggled in the prelims examination. How many of you agree with this? How many of you agree with this analysis, that the main reason UPSC Prelims 2026 appeared to be tough, the reason was the static questions which came were very less. Only 30% of the questions were static directly from the book, and that too, out of the 30 questions, 20 questions were from the history. Imagine, 20 questions. You know guys, drastic reduction in questions from economy static, polity static, geography static, environment static. Drastic reduction. Let me tell you guys, you know, out of all the economic questions which came in prelims 2026, you know, not a single question was from the static book. Not a single question. Imagine, you read so much. There are people for economy, they read, okay, bulky compilations. Okay, they read bulky books. Okay, but you can see in economy, I have been telling this. If you are following my strategy, I have been telling you that for economy, they are not asking standard questions. They are not asking what is GDP, or they are not asking what is inflation. They are not asking what is, okay, repo rate, reverse repo rate. Gone are the days they used to ask what is CRR, what is bank rate, what is this repo rate. They are not asking such questions, guys. You know, not a single question were from the static question in economy, and that is the main reason. So whoever worked very hard, many people say, sir, I have been working very hard, I have been preparing, I am doing offline coaching, I am doing a lot of effort, but still I am failing in prelims examination. You can see in front of you, if you are investing time in reading economy books, not a single question came from that. If you are investing time in reading polity books, Very few questions came from that. If you are spending time reading the environment book, guys, environment book is so famous. It is so bulky. Many aspirants, they struggle a lot. Okay, at least 2-3 months they spend in reading environment book. Not a single question came from that. Imagine this, and that is the reason many aspirants, they failed in the prelims examination. Guys, if you do not realize this, you will again fail in 2027 prelims examination. Guys, you have to prepare as per the recent trend in the exam. Most of the students, what they do is they are following advices which were applicable 2 years, 3 years before. But UPSC prelims is changing every year. It is very dynamic. If you do not change your strategy with changing pattern of examination, let me tell you guys, you are not going to crack the prelims examination in 2027. Guys, UPSC question setters, they have understood one fact, that they have to basically create the surprise element in the exam. Okay, obviously they cannot create that surprise element if they ask question directly from the standard books. So they are increasing the number of current affairs questions, and in the current affairs also they are playing with you. How they are playing with you, let me explain to you. So I hope static question analysis is clear. So if you are preparing for 2027 prelims examination, you know where you have to invest your time, you know where you have to really put the hard work. History is one section which is going to play the major role if you want to differentiate between the top 1% of the candidates with the rest 99%. Okay guys, let us come to the current affairs analysis. Guys, current affairs analysis, first analysis is what? Increasing number of current affairs questions. Last year around 50 questions were there. This year around 60 questions are there from the current affairs. You can see jump of around 10 to 15-20% of current affairs question. Now see, over reliance on PIB source. You know guys, UPSC question setters, they know that most of the aspirant, they do not read newspapers. They do not follow the standard sources for the current affairs. They know this. They know that 99% of the aspirants, they are just reading the monthly magazines. They know 99% of the aspirants, they are just reading some yearly compilation. And that's the reason guys, they are ignoring the monthly magazines. They are ignoring the yearly compilations. Very few questions are coming from these sources, and UPSC is increasing the number of questions from the PIB. This was the shocker in 2026 prelims examination. Guys, I have proved that in 2024 and 2025 also the number of questions from the PIB were increasing, and that is the reason for the last 2 years I am giving you exclusive PIB compilation. That is the reason I am giving you exclusive PIB test also. And I was proved right. You can see here, this year the number of questions from the PIB increased like anything. Let me tell you, direct questions from the PIB was taken. And you know, after the examination, even the chairman had tweeted that they are framing questions from standard newspapers and standard sources like government websites and the PIB. So this is very, very important guys. Last thing about current affairs is contemporary affairs. Guys, they are not only asking current affairs of last 6-7 months, they are asking current affairs of last 2 years. Contemporary affairs. Contemporary affairs means issues which are going on. Issues which are going on for last 2-3 years. Let me tell you what was the question this year. There was one question, Genome India. Genome India. You know guys, this topic I have given in my test series. In 2011, 2021, in 2022, in 2023, 2024 and 2025 and 2026 also. And in 2026 I was proved right. This is contemporary affair. This is not current affairs. This is contemporary affair. This is going on for the last 2-3 years. Last 2-3 years, Government of India is focusing on Genome India project. And this year it came. This is not this year's current affairs. This is going on for last 3-4 years. If you have seen my Lux question, you can see this topic I have given multiple times. Multiple times. Also one more topic. Deep Ocean Mission. Deep Ocean Mission. This also topic is not this year. 2-3 years back. Last 2-3 years, if you have seen my questions, every year I am giving you this. Last 2 years. This topic was also a 2024 topic, 2023 topic. So contemporary affairs questions are increasing. So if you are preparing for 2027 prelims examination, you cannot rely on monthly magazines. You cannot rely on yearly compilations. You have to read the PIB. You have to go for the contemporary affairs. How to do that? I will give you a solution for that. This is a current affairs analysis. So guys, let me tell you, since 60% of the questions are coming from current affairs, so whatever time you intend to give for prelims preparation, 60% of your effort should go to current affairs. Let me tell you, 60%. And if you are not doing the daily current affairs, if you're not reading the daily newspapers, you are making a big mistake. Guys, you will pay with the price of your prelims examination next year. Okay. So guys, let me show you, okay, this question. Random questions, okay. Random question, film, boom. Random questions are coming. Many people say, right, this is a random question, but directly they are taken from the PIB. Directly taken from the PIB. Not just one example. I'm showing you one example like this. There are numerous questions in 2026 prelims examination. They were taken directly from the PIB. Okay, numerous questions. Why I'm showing you such questions, because many people are shocked. Why the hell they are asking such questions? Directly from the PIB. Okay, so guys, if you are part of our prelims 2027 mentorship, guys, you can see here I am giving you daily current affairs which I am preparing from the Hindu newspaper and Indian Express newspaper. So if you follow this initiative, these two sources will be prepared. Now I am giving you daily current affairs quiz. Guys, daily I am giving you 10 important questions which I am analyzing from the newspapers, then I am linking to the PYQs, and then only I am framing these questions. If you solve these 10 questions for 365 days, I can tell you, no force, no human being on this planet can stop you from cracking prelims 2027, guys. Daily 10 questions. Read this and solve these 10 questions. No one can stop you. Not only that, for PIB, I am giving you weekly PIB notes and weekly PIB quiz. Weekly PIB notes and weekly PIB quiz. Also, guys, in my test series, this year I am including the India Yearbook, the Yojana magazine, and government websites. So you need not spend time on these sources. I will incorporate all this in my test series. So already I am giving you daily quiz, current affairs. Already I am giving you weekly PIB notes and VIB quiz. So your current affairs tension is gone. Otherwise, if you try to do this on your own, guys, you will suffer. You will waste a lot of time. So if you are preparing for 2027, save your time. Save your time. Okay, use this. Guys, my expertise will not be there anywhere in the country, guys, because of my 6 times prelims qualification. Okay, I really know what is the mindset, how the questions are getting framed, and I'm analyzing this for so many years. Okay, last 15 years I'm in this UPSC preparation thing. Okay, when I was preparing for myself, and last 10 years I'm preparing for my students. Every day I also study 10 to 12 hours. Daily I'm studying 10 to 12 hours. And what I study current affairs only. So you may study 1 hour newspaper, but I am studying 10-hour newspaper. I am just reading newspaper and I am analyzing the PYQs. I am linking the PYQs and newspaper. Every day I study at least 5 to 6 hours in just Hindu newspaper. Every topic I link to the PYQs, and then only I frame questions. So guys, this is a unique initiative. Make use of that. Okay. Next guys. Okay, so this 10 questions I was telling you daily, I'm giving you 10 questions. Make use of this. This is linked current affairs and the PYQ. Okay, now last is miscellaneous. Guys, this is the most important and the fear factor. This created the fear factor among students. Ethics question came for the first time, but let me tell you guys, this was the easiest question in the paper. Okay, yes, let me be very frank, let me be very honest. This was the easiest question. I don't know why many aspirants are saying, they are protesting that why UPSC gave ethics paper. This was the easiest question in the paper. Easiest question, I'm telling you. 3 questions was a gift. Every aspirant must have solved these 3 questions, because you don't need any ethics knowledge to solve this question. Just you need what? Reading comprehension. RC. Reading. Many people, the main reason why they are failing in CSAT also is that they don't have the habit of reading. Why they don't have the habit of reading? Because they are only reading notes. They are only reading coaching institute notes. No one is reading editorials. No one is reading books nowadays. Everyone is reading, give me crux note, give me crux note, give me crux notes. And that is the main reason when the question is coming in the paragraph form, you are panicking. Guys, if you do not want to panic next year, start reading texts. Start reading at least 2 editorial every day. Read. Develop reading habit. I'm telling you, comprehension ability is the most important ability to crack the prelims examination. Next, unexpected schemes. Guys, now they are not asking, okay, schemes which are like daily coming in the newspaper. No, they are asking unexpected schemes. Okay, so this also I'll give you the list, don't worry. And last is increasing miscellaneous questions. Like this year they have asked you some, okay, like I think they have asked you headquarter of military, okay, corps and all that. Okay, so these are miscellaneous questions. They are also from India yearbook or PIB. So increasing number of miscellaneous questions, 10 to 12 questions, and next year it may also increase. So don't worry, I will help you cover this also. Okay, so this was my analysis. If you want detailed analysis subject wise, polity, economy, geography, okay, of 2026 and what should be our strategy, please do comment in the comment box. I will make a video on that. And guys, please okay, try to incorporate all these changes in your preparation. If you do not change, let me tell you, you will go extinct. You will again fail in the prelims examination. Okay, with this guys, okay, do subscribe to this YouTube channel and share this channel with your friends. And if you like this video, do like the video and share it with your friends. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.